Minnesota Vikings offensive line play has been pretty, outside of Gary Bradbury, Riley Reef to a degree, as well as Brian O'Neill. And everyone's wondering, when is the brand new shiny toy going to get unwrapped? When is second round pick Ezra F. Cleveland going to get on the field and actually try and do something, especially the way that the Vikings guard play has been going lately. And yeah, since the Vikings are cramming him down at guard, even though he's a left tackle, he's a peacock, you got to let him fly. And also Dakota Dozier and Pat Elflein and Drew Samia, are they all really better than Ezra? Really? Are they? Nah. Prefer a Solus Island, but yeah. Well, we may have an answer. Aha. So Vikings general manager Rick Spielman was on X's and O's, which is a KFan segment with Paul Allen, voice of the Vikings, this week. And PA asked about the pride of Boise State. And this is what Spielman said, quote, "He's been great. Ezra. I know the coaches are excited about his progress. He was a left tackle his career in college. First time lined up at guard, so that's a huge adjustment going from left tackle inside to a guard position, just because of how quickly everything happens a lot sooner than it does when you're out at tackle, out on the edge. But he's adapted very well. Very smart, bright kid, and I think he's going to get his opportunity here very shortly as well." Whew. Now, that was on the heels. Right before they were talking about Justin Jefferson, and also Spielman might have spilled the beans that some of the other younger guys may be getting out their opportunity. So, a little bit more DJ Wanham, a little bit more James Lynch. Let's go. But, obviously this is a canned segment, and Spielman's only on for 10 minutes, and, they're likely questions that are agreed upon ahead of time. I get it. And also, PA's not going to grill the GM. It's just not going to happen. It's not his job. But logical follow-up question to the Ezra bomb would be, when and where? When is he going to start? This week? Next week? What's the timeline? As well as where? Left guard? Right guard? For whom? Left tackle? So, of course, Spielman has a vested interest here. Ezra Cleveland could be as dumb as a box of rocks and move like Lieutenant Dan out there, and he would still say the same things. Now, it's not true. Ezra does seem like a good egg. I think he's a extremely gifted athlete. So, yeah. And also, is Rick telling the truth here, or is lying Rick back at it, huh? We not traded Percy Harvin? Stephon Diggs going to be here? All that stuff, right? But also, he doesn't really have a vested interest to lie here, right? This is not like a trade negotiation, so I kind of believe him. But to a degree, it makes sense why this team is even being even more conservative with rookies. The whole trope, Zimmer doesn't play rookies, except for Gladney and Dantzler, but yeah. But it makes sense because this weird off season, no rookie camps, no OTAs, no preseason, blah, blah, blah. Especially a guy like Ezra, who is moving positions, who may not necessarily be equipped to be an NFL guard. Again, he's much better at left tackle, but again, I still disagree, since tackle is more important than guard. It's like taking a great college edge rusher and then turning him into a strong side non-rushing linebacker. But who would do that? It's weird, right? So there's two paths here. Since Rick never says anything on accident, everything is always calculated. Number one, Dennison, Kubiak, Zimmer, and Spielman, they all agree it's almost Ezra time. The way that the offensive line is performed, especially the guards, as well as the potential for Ezra Cleveland. Got to scratch a kid's loud ticket, got to see what he's all about. Or number two, this is the more fun one for me. Is Spielman pressuring the coaching staff through the media? Because maybe Dennison's like, Dakota Dozier and Drew Samia, they just need some time. All right? Maybe same thing with Kubiak. And, of course, maybe Zimmer's just like, yeah, whatever. But, hey, Spielman's like, hey, do this. I'm going to start pressuring you through the media because I bought you boys a Ferrari, and yet you're still just banging around in your 94 Toyota Tercel. What the hell is going on? Play my guy so that I look good here. I'm good at buying the groceries. But if the latter is the case and Ezra still doesn't play, Zimmer will be badgered by the local media jackals because they got this quote now from Spielman, and every single week that Ezra doesn't play, they'll be like, Rick, general manager Rick Spielman said that Ezra would be here very shortly. Is it very shortly yet? When's he going to play? All that stuff, right? That is how the game is played. So now, obviously it could be one. I'm kind of hoping it's two. Right. So where does Ezra Cleveland fit in? So I don't see him sliding in at right guard for Samia. I don't think that they would go the fun route, put Ezra at left tackle, where he's going to be, by the way, and then kick Reeve down to left guard or right guard even. And then the most likely option is going to be Ezra Cleveland at that left guard spot, which Dennison and Kubiak and Zimmer have had a hard on for. And it's where he's worked at through training camp. That's where he's had the most reps. He did have a couple at right guard, but mainly it's been at that left guard spot. And then Dozier, who had a decent third game, has been playing a lot better than Drew Samia. He moves to right guard for Samia. Sit down, Boomer Sooner. Have a breather. Get back at it. Dozier did start 3 games and play 256 snaps at right guard last year when Josh Klein missed with concussions, and then also he did grade out better at that right side than he did on the left, filling in for Pat Elflein. So he's got that going on for him. So I think that it is time, especially the way that Justin Jefferson just banged out onto the stage. You do have a record-setting 15-pick draft class. Let some of these guys on the field see what they can do, and also if the season does end up being lost, it's important and imperative to play the young kids who are going to be part of this future as much as possible, right? So getting Ezra out there, getting Kyle Hinton out there, maybe even Blake Brandel, definitely James Lynch, playing all the young players, Harrison Hand, Gladney, let him just get through all this terribleness, as well as Dancer when he gets back from the ribs. So just get the young kids out there as much as possible, especially Ezra Cleveland, especially a high draft pick, especially at a position of need, position indeed. So get after it. And again, hopefully Spielman's just pressuring. That'd be great. Your thoughts? Spielman saying that Ezra Cleveland time is very shortly. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Viking Stakes. Want to support that work? Post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skull, production value.